Hey guys, Lon from the ECOM Zone here, and this video is going to be slightly different. So in this video, I'm going to talk about selling digital products online and not really about dropshipping. As you know, this channel is called ECOM Zone, so it's everything about e-commerce, and to be honest, is anything to do with making money. So what we're going to discuss in this video is what are digital products, examples of digital products, how much I've made from digital products, the pros and cons, and the downside of dropshipping, and why I prefer selling digital products and how you can get started. So what are digital products? Well, digital products are products that exist in a digital format and no physical product is shipped out upon purchase. That means you don't need to fulfill any orders, you don't need to deal with shipping products out, you don't need to deal with lost parcels, damaged parcels, customer inquiries about parcels, etc. Everything is done online, and so it literally gets rid of half the headache that you have to deal with when drop shipping. This includes ebooks, planners, templates, printables, Canva templates, online courses, spreadsheets, etc. For example, my finance template, PDFs, fun printouts for children. Again, the list just goes on. There's so many digital products out there, it's unreal. So you create that digital product once, you deliver to your customers instantly. There's no need for inventory because everything's online, and there's less risk involved because you're not running ads. You don't need to sample the products. You don't need to send your products to content creators and pay them and also pay for the product and stuff like that. There's just less cost involved and less risk. So you'll typically deliver your digital products to your customers via email. So I know some of you guys have bought like digital products from my website, like the PDFs or the finance spreadsheet, and they're just delivered to your email with a link to the PDF or the spreadsheet. It's as simple as that. It's perfect for creative people, educators, and experts in a niche. So if you have any passions or your interests, or you feel like you're like a semi-professional or professional in a certain area or field, then this is perfect for you. Now, if you're not, don't worry, you can still get into digital products. So let's actually go through some examples. So if you go on Etsy, and you can actually search for your own digital products, just go on Etsy and just search for them yourself, just type digital downloads or specific keywords like this. So summer printouts, because summer's coming along, look at how many printouts there are, guys. 3.3 thousand reviews for this product itself. Now, I know the cost is quite cheap, but it varies, right? So you can see this one here is £10, 60 summer wool mega art bundle, but only 34 reviews. So you are competing against people like this. However, the way I sell my digital downloads is actually through my personal brand and through Instagram and my own website. I don't actually upload any digital products onto Etsy because my goal really isn't to make money from my digital products, whereas these guys are. So you see here like this one, editable summer calendar post, 5.2k reviews at £3. So let's actually go into this here. So editable bucket list, okay, that's cool, go camping, etc. So £3.71, they have 4.9 out of 5 reviews, 5,200 reviews. So let's just pull out the calculator. 5,200 times 3.71, that's £20,000 pure profits made from this. Of course, you have to pay like seller's fee and all that stuff, but you still have to pay that on Shopify as well. It does vary. Etsy, I think you may pay more, but again, you don't pay for the product costs, you don't pay for any ads. All you're paying for is the seller fee. So 20k in pure profit, and that's only the reviews. Now, 5.2k reviews, they must have way more sales, right? Like maybe 4 times the amount of sales. So we can actually check out their store, party years, I don't know. But they've been running for 2.5 years on Etsy. They've made 67,000 sales, and their prices average around like £4, £3. Okay, so let's just say it's £4, right? They made £268,000 in 2.5 years on Etsy, and it's pretty much pure profits. Guys, like, this is such easy money, it's unreal. And there are so many sellers doing this. So here's another one, workout plans. If you like gym, create workout plans. Maybe you create workout plans for people overweight, obese people, skinny people, people who can only train 3 times a week, people who can train 4 times a week, people who can train only weekdays, etc. So there's so many like ideas and ways you can make it work out for your interest or your hobby. So let's look at one of the biggest ones, 14.8k reviews, this one here. So workout tracker, 1 page, instant download. Just 1 page, guys. And it's £1.68. I mean, it sounds like nothing, but look how many reviews they have. So 14.8k times 1.68. They made £25,000 from this one piece of paper. Guys, like it takes 10 minutes to make this. It's just a graph or a table. They're selling it for £1.68 and they've already got 15,000 reviews on this. So let's go to their shop. 167,000 sales, okay? And they even have bigger bundles here. Look, £51 bundles, £34 bundles, £20 bundles. So we're not too sure what their most sold item is. Let's just say that it's really hard to get average because they have items with high AOV and then low AOV items. But let's just say they make £5 on average per sale. They made 800k in profits, guys, because you don't pay for cost of goods, you don't pay for ads. This is literally like speed running life. This is almost passive because you don't need to run ads, you don't need to like create content or source content or think about scripts or think about content creation. You're literally just listing new workout plans or whatever it may be onto your store. Next, the children printouts. So this product's quite cool. So customers can buy it and then they print out this PDF and then they give it to their kids and they match basically the animal to the area they're supposed to live in. So this one's got only 228 reviews, so it's not much, but they've tapped into a different market here. They tapped into, I'm not too sure which language this is. Maybe it's German, I'm not too sure. But okay, it is Germany here. So you get the gist. You can actually go to different markets as well if you think it's too saturated in the US, for example. So that's that. And there's plenty of these. So children's fun printouts. Search that, see what comes up. And there are tons here. You can actually just maybe top reviews. 14.5k reviews on this. So let's actually go here. The T Studio. 126k sales, guys. That is insane. Look how much money they're printing. Next, we got Canva templates. So Canva is a very popular designing app that a lot of people use, even you guys use, and there are people selling templates on here. Plenty of templates for different niches, Instagram templates, you got business card templates, etc. List goes on. This is another person, Design Legacy Studios, 13,000 sales, and they just create like finance planners, different stickers, worksheets, etc. Kitchen cheat sheet. So if you love cooking and you want to create a digital product, like look at this one here, 2k reviews, £13. So 13 times 2,000, and this is just based on reviews. If we go over to their store, they got 10k sales and their products average around £10, £13. So 10,000 times 13, they made 130k. Next is Instagram templates. A lot of people want to go viral on Instagram. They want to create like carousels and stuff like that, and there's templates out there. So we sort by top reviews again. 700 it's here. Carousel templates, 3.9k reviews. So we're going to that. 43,000 sales. So 44,000 times by £6, £7. So 300k from Etsy. Insane. And you guys think this may be small, right? But this is pure profit, guys. And you don't need to spend time fulfilling orders, replying to customers, dealing with AliExpress suppliers, dealing with competition, like people stealing your work. I mean, they can steal your work, but you could put samples over it until they buy it, and they have to actually buy it for them to steal it. So there's that. And also it's based on credibility and trust. As you see, like the more reviews you get, the more sales you get. That's basically on Etsy. But if you want to go for my strategy where you're creating a personal brand, like my website here, where you could buy like digital products, then it's a different strategy and you're relying on building your personal brand. Let's talk about how much I've made. So I've made $26,000 over the past year. And again, I'm not focusing on this. This is just side money that I just created templates for you guys because I thought it would be valuable to you guys. It's not really there to make me money. So 26K is just like that. And there's no cost involved. I don't fulfill orders. I don't really reply to customers like I do with my dropshipping store. It's pretty much on autopilot. So the pros of digital products. There's zero cost of goods as you don't need to buy the product, right? There's less risk as you don't need to run advertisements. With dropshipping, you have to source the content, you have to pay for these content creators, you need to send the samples over, you need to pay for ads, and you don't even know if it will work and bring back money. So there's definitely less risk involved. Next is instant delivery upon purchase. There's no shipping delays at all. You don't need to worry about shipping delays, lost parcels, damaged parcels, anything like that. Once a customer purchases your digital product, they get an email with a downloadable link or whatever you're selling to them with the digital product in there. It's like instant. There's no need to fulfill your orders like you would with dropshipping, and it's extremely profitable. Basically, the margins are 95% profit, whereas dropshipping is more like 0 to 30%, and sometimes even minus percent because most of you guys haven't even made a profit. And again, it's a lot more passive than dropshipping. Like with my digital products, I don't even touch them. They just sell by itself. I make videos, I build my brand, they just sell. I don't even sell it in my videos. I don't even sell it on my pages. People just buy it. So there's little to no startup costs as you create your own product. You won't need to sample any products. You won't need to pay content creators, and you won't need to run any ads. It's like the best of everything, to be honest. And you're unlikely to receive chargebacks as you'll be selling valuable products that you are proud of. You also have full creative control over your products as you'll create it yourself, or you pay someone to create it if you're not a creative person. For me, I'm a creative person. I'm a digital designer. I'm a UX UI designer. So it's in my blood to just design things. If you're not a designer, then you could just go on Fiverr and hire someone. So the cons of digital products. Low ticket products equals hard to scale with ads, and that's only if you're running ads. For me, I don't even run ads to my digital products. All I do is sell it organically and I just build my brand. Of course, you can actually sell high ticket products, which requires strong branding and credibility. So over time, that's why people start selling courses and more expensive bundles. It's easy to copy or pirate. So people will like download and buy your digital products and then they'll copy it and use it for themselves. But honestly, you just need to focus on building your credibility and trust and making the best products. It takes a lot of hours and days to create a digital product depending on the type of product. For example, paid courses takes weeks to make, whereas a one sheet workout template may just take a day or maybe an hour to make. So next problem is highly competitive on Etsy and Canva. As you saw from those examples, there's a lot of competition out there. You just need to find a gap in the market and something you're interested in. It requires strong branding and social media recognition. So for me, I'm building my personal brand, and the stronger that brand is and the more followers I get, the more sales I get. Now, the downside of dropshipping. So dropshipping has much lower profit margins, 0 to 30%. Very difficult to go higher than that, and some of you guys haven't even made a profit. There's shipping delays and lost packages. It's so annoying, guys. Like, the amount of shipping delays I've faced over the past 5 years is insane. First, COVID lockdowns was the worst ever. I was facing 3 months delays for my parcels, and we didn't even know that parcels get stuck for 3 months because that was the first ever lockdown we have ever experienced in our lives, and we just didn't know what would happen to parcels. Every day we're waiting for the parcels to ship and it just wouldn't. It would just like go on and on and on. All my customers were just complaining like, where is this? Where is the parcel? Where's that? And it was the worst time ever. And then there's just always shipping delays worldwide. Poor quality products if you find really bad suppliers, and some products can arrive damaged. So there's that as well with dropshipping. And because of Trump's tariffs, he made it very expensive to ship most products to the US now, and it's almost impossible to sell to the US unless you mark your product prices up even more and also sell higher perceived value items like jewelry, because then you can cover the cost of the goods. With dropshipping, there's higher refunds and chargeback risk because you're running ads. There's a lot of scammers on Facebook and Instagram that buys from your stores, and you just attract the wrong crowd sometimes. Also, chargeback on products. There was one time a customer bought like 1.5k worth of products from my store, waited for all the products to deliver, and then opened a chargeback. It was the worst thing ever. I couldn't sleep for about 2 months. But luckily, we managed to win that case and I was able to sleep again. Like, it's those problems that you face with dropshipping that really annoys me sometimes. You also have to fulfill orders every single day of your life when you're dropshipping. Whenever you get sales, you have to fulfill it, right? You have to press the order button on DSers, you have to pay for your order, etc. And you have to do that for every order you receive. You also have to deal with customer inquiries on a daily basis, because when you scale up dropshipping and e-commerce, you're going to receive way more emails than before about parcels, lost parcels, no stock, damaged parcels, damaged products, or products that broke down the line like maybe 3 weeks later or 6 weeks later. And then you have a headache of arguing with your customers that you don't offer a reshipment after a certain period. So the list goes on. Like, I've been dropshipping for 5 years. I've made over $5 million from my store. So I face almost every single issue there is with e-commerce. So yeah, it's a headache. It's a highly competitive business model because dropshipping has been around for many years. And during COVID, a lot of YouTube gurus started boasting about dropshipping and how much money they made and all this stuff. So everyone is trying to get into dropshipping. Rising costs on the AliExpress side and also rising costs on Facebook ad side. Now that's a problem for dropshippers because we're working with tight margins here. So your cost of goods is going up, your ad cost is going up, so you're left with less profits. And that's why selling digital products is so good, because you don't need to run ads and there's no cost of goods. There's also no real value exchange. So a lot of people ask me like, why don't you just start another store? And personally for me, I don't find dropshipping fulfilling anymore. It's not very purposeful. You don't really do anything except send one product from A to B. For me, there's more to life than just dropshipping. And that's why I want to provide value with my digital products. And so why do I prefer selling digital products? I own the digital products as I make them myself, and I'm proud of what I make. I spend less time dealing with customer inquiries and fulfilling orders, so you can focus more time on other aspects of the business, creating more products, personal branding, creating more videos, etc. I feel like I'm providing value to my followers. That's why I like selling my digital products. There are also no supply chain issues as the digital product is delivered instantly via email upon purchase. So a lot of you guys have bought my digital products before. You just get into your email instantly, you download it, you're happy. Compounding sales over time, as the more credible and recognized you become, the more sales you get. So the more followings you get, the more sales you get. And a lot of influencers on Instagram are they're not abusing this model, but they're basically using this to their own advantage. I know a lot of people who sell courses and PDFs and resources on how to grow on Instagram when they are on Instagram teaching people how to grow. It's the weirdest concept because you're like, okay, follow me guys, I'll teach you how to grow on Instagram, but then you're helping him grow. So it's just a weird concept. It almost seems like a pyramid scheme with that sort of niche. So as people begin to trust you more and your reviews build up, you will be able to sell more digital products and also at higher prices. It's a lot more passive once you've made a digital product and you get that ball rolling with your organic reach, your organic marketing strategies, etc. There's higher return on investment on time invested. So at the beginning, you have to invest a lot of time into making that digital product, but over time, you'll generate so much sales with high profit margins. And money is only a problem if the value is missing, guys. Remember that quote. If I was to make a course and I charge like whatever it may be, and I believe it's the best course ever there is for dropshipping, and you guys purchase it and you guys feel the same way, then you guys won't complain that you feel like you're getting scammed or you feel like the course is expensive because you received that value. The problem is there's a lot of scammy gurus out there who make garbage courses and they try to sell it to you and there's no value, and that's why you feel like you're getting scammed, and that's why money is a problem because there's no value. So you're probably wondering, how do you actually get started with this digital product business model? Well, first you need to pick a niche that you have a passion or interest for. Just like the same with dropshipping, you're picking a niche first. But if you don't have any interest, I know a lot of you guys tell me like, okay, but what if I don't have a passion or interest? Then what you want to do is look for a gap in the market. Is there a gap in the market or something you can improve on? So you just go onto Etsy, go search for digital downloads and see what you can find and see if there's any gap in the market or if you can sell it in another country. Maybe you know another language, maybe you're from another country, etc. Make sure to validate your ideas by checking trends and communities online and also social media. See what is blowing up, see what people are searching for, see what products get the most reviews, etc. I started selling digital products for dropshippers because I knew I would provide value to my followers. So maybe you like cooking, maybe you like going to the gym, maybe you like games, maybe you like running, maybe you like, I don't know what you like, right? Or posting on TikTok, whatever that may be. If you have a specialty or skill or interest, hobby, passion, look at what digital products are being sold within that niche or passion or hobby and see if you can replicate it or put your own twist on it. You want to create your digital products and look for inspiration online so you get a feel of what's working and what's not. And because I'm a dropshipper myself and I speak to a lot of you guys, I understand your problems and I know what digital products I need to sell to provide you guys with value. So once you create your digital products, you create your own online store which you can build on beacons.ai. You want to build a following on social media and start selling your digital product on there. Then focus on building trust with social proof and growing your brand. So your brand being your personal brand, and you want to just keep growing on social media. And if you want to sell on Etsy, then you want to grow your store on Etsy. You want to start small, then scale up over time. So start off with like 1-page worksheets. Maybe it's 5-page, 10-page, 20-page. But don't go and list like something that's like 20,000 pages, right? Start small, then scale up over time. And that's it, guys. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys found it valuable. If you did, smash that like button. Let me know if you do get into digital dropshipping and what your niches are. Maybe I can send you some tips. And yeah, subscribe to my channel for more content. Peace.